Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. And today, yes, it's not the usual camera angle. You're like straight on because I'm holding the phone camera. So, because we're moving, we're going to go over to the other bathroom that I've just remodeled, and it's 99% complete. So not 100%, but we're going to go over there because it's complete enough that we can go shave over the new bathroom. So let me pause while we go move over there. Okay, guys, back again. Okay, new view. So yes, this bathroom is not 100% complete, but it's mostly complete. And I'll point out it needs like 2 things left. But it's good enough, everything's functioning, so we can shave in here today. So let me just give you let's see if I can hold this up, and give you a whirlwind tour. So I'm standing in front of the mirror. So we'll start here from the door. So here's the door, and yes, the door needs to be painted, the frame needs to be painted because that's all been replaced. So yeah, we got to do that. So coming into the door, we're going to just go around the room counterclockwise. Here's the new shower. Had that installed. That I installed it professionally, an acrylic shower. Yeah, installed it, professionally for that, and that was probably the most expensive thing in the room was that. The walls are beadboard to the ceiling. Of course, new fixtures, new toilet, new sink, what have you. There's my tripod rig. So here's the mirror that I'm going to be shaving in, what have you. So and here's my shave of the day. Let's see if I can show it. Oh, there we go. Whoops, that's the coffee, wrong side. Here we go. There's my shave of the day. So yeah, so this is the new bathroom. So you did notice too that it was missing a toilet paper roll holder. It's been on order for months, and it'll probably be months more before I see it. So there we go. I think you're stationary on the tripod now. So starting the hot water. Let me wash the face, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back to A Brown Bag Gentleman. Yeah, I've washed my face and I've whipped up my lather. Let me show you my lather. Nice, and yeah, whipped up the old Avon style shaving mug. And I had this soaking in the sink, and when it came out, of course, it was wet, and I could not squish in the soap in the bottom of it. So I gave it a little squish, but it was kind of loose. It didn't affect the whipping it up at all because I didn't use any more than normal amount of swirls. Same 250 that I would normally do for loading in the bottom of a container. So yeah, it worked fine. No issues at all. I mean, plenty. I mean, there's lots in there. I mean, more so than usual for me. So yeah, it worked well. I will tell you the soap of the day, Hendricks Classics. What is it? Something Goddess. I gotta look it up, sorry. Something Goddess, I forgot what it was. Let's look. It is Hidden Goddess, and it's a bergamot scent. So it's a sweet bergamot. It's kind of quite sweet. When I sniffed it with my nose here out of the container, sweet, but not as sweet off the soap itself. Out of the container is quite sweet, and it's still sweet, but just not quite as much. I can get a little bit more earthiness now out of it than I could out of the container. So okay, that's interesting. And today's razor will be a little fun. You've got a glimpse of it when I was showing the new bathroom. The razor of the day, I haven't used it in a while, and it's probably my favorite vintage razor. A gem G-bar. See the little leg at the bottom? Sits in the fingers real easy. And the handle, I want you to notice the handle. The handle is not round. It's oval. See that? See, it's wider front to back than it's oval. Front to back like that. So kind of cool, something different. Only razor I've got like that. And of course, you flick open the back, and that's where the blade goes in. Chrome is in superb shape. I don't see how good you can see it, but there's a few small scratches, but for the age, yeah, this is an awesome shape. And not a lot of blade choice when you get these gem G-bar type razors. So I got basically some gem razors. So yeah, you just kind of push that out. Let's see, how's that go? Sorry, glasses again. How's it go? I haven't done this in a while, so it's just flip out oh, there we go. Yeah, I just pushed it up with my fingernail and out it comes. There we go. And it looks like the other side, this side is like where you put the old ones. So yeah, we got that. So we got our plate, our thing open. You see, there's 2 little posts on each corner that will hold this blade. Let me not cut myself on camera. That would be bad. So that just sits in there. Let me see. I gotta look at it. Okay, sitting in there. So it's sitting in there. And the blade is behind the post, so I'm just going to close it. Done. Sitting flat and even. Yes, it is. Flat and even on that blade. So, bit of blade exposure on that. Not a ton of blade gap, really. A little blade gap, but a lot of blade exposure as comparison. You know, it's just interesting seeing how different manufacturers do it differently, how the combination between exposure and gap. So, it's kind of, just thought it was something neat. So now I've been jabber-jawing and my face is drying out, so let me put a little water on. Okay, that will work. And now we can load up the face. Here we go. Very pleasant scent, sweet. Sweeter than most, I'll say, that I've used. So it is something different because it is so sweet. It's sweet with bergamot, so it's another approach for it too. So yeah, I just thought it was just something just different. Yeah, okay, this is funny. I'm goofing around with the soda. Don't need to that much. So I'm gonna get the razor warm in the sink here, full of warm water. And pass one. And see, notice that angle too. When you're just holding it straight up, look at the angle bend already. Way more so than you're used to with the DE. So yeah, you're not putting as much angle on it because the head's already got it built in. Another different approach. Yeah, fills up, holds nice. At first place, see there's no gumming up. It's not gummed up at all. Even though there's not a lot of blade gap, it didn't gum up at all. I'm imagining that if you're using the can goo, that this might gum up. I could see potential. Don't know, never tried it. Haven't owned a can of goo in over a decade. There we go. So yeah, just a different angle. Maybe you can see it better too with the mustache. I'll turn sideways here. Yeah. Tightening the skin. Pass one went well. Now let me tell you too about the aggressiveness of this razor. It's not. You might be a little intimidated by the little extra blade exposure. It's not. And that spring's holding that blade down real firm. I've never had an issue with that one. As old as it is and that spring's working that good, yeah, I got no complaints. Okay, get my soap out here. So it is a milder razor, but for me, not too mild. It's not so mild that I don't care for it, like the Gillette silver tips and blue tips. They're just too mild. I don't appreciate those shades. They're just too mild for me. This is a step above that. Still very mild. Still very, very mild. Really not even mid-aggression. It is not. And surprisingly, it's quite intuitive. You see that angle to it, and it really is not much to get used to. It really isn't. I just get a kick of how much angle it is. I just think that's neat. Turn across here, very smooth, very nice. Now, yeah, this is not a heavy razor, but it's not so light either. It's not like aluminum light. It's heavier than that. Because they're really light, like aluminum razors. I just don't care for. I don't appreciate them. They're just no. I like a little heft in my razor, and this has got a little heft, not a lot, but a little bit. But it's also easy to hold on to. There's enough grip there after how many decades that's still there. I mean, it's easy to grab hold of. It really is not a problem. And yeah, I personally like a little shorter handle versus the longer handles, just personal preference. But yeah, and then see that little nub at the bottom is great for, flipping it around and hold. It just works. And when I got this on eBay several years ago, they were cheap. It was probably $20 at most. when I got it, I'm guessing. Not expensive, and really dig this razor. Wish I had a little bit better selection on blades, because I would love to be able to, you know, up the aggressive level with like a little bit sharper blade, for example, would be nice. I would like that. Just haven't found them. I've got another pack of blades, but they're a store brand blade. I got, what did I get? I got them at CVS, I think. Right now I'm just using the gem ones I got off of Amazon, but I think I got some CVS brand blades for this, or their house brand anyway, at, you know, at that store. I forget what the brand is. Oops, I didn't mean to go underneath my lip there. I really don't care to shave that 3 passes. Sensitive area for me. I cut it if I do, but I'll go gentle. So 3rd pass against the grain. And of course, that little nub is easy to just kind of pinch it between the fingers like that. Plenty, and just there's no slippage. It just works. And look at this angle. Look at this angle for. See, I'm not bent over on the 3rd pass against the grain. Yeah. And I'm probably going to go back and look at last week's, the last shave I did. Was it Thursday, not last week, yeah. Thanksgiving Day shave. Because I mentioned about possibly having a giveaway for a new product. And I want to see your comments. Haven't noticed any yet, but I'll go back and check. So it's not too late. Get in there, make your comments. If I don't hear anything, I'm just going to go with my plan, but we'll see. Now I like this, and I like this angle. And it makes me think about like the new pivoting head razors that are out there now too. I forget the name of it, but there's a new one out there, and there's a couple anyway. Pivoting head safety razors, and you know, I wouldn't mind one of those, but I would like it in steel. The ones I see are aluminum, and I just don't want an aluminum razor. So for the technology, I'm still not willing to do it for if it's aluminum. Do that in steel, you gotta do, and forget the titanium. Titanium's too expensive. And light. I don't want the lightness. I'm paying extra for it to be light. I don't want it to be light. So yeah, I don't own a titanium razor either. Probably the only one I'd be tempted to do that with would be the timeless maybe. That one does sort of interest me a little bit. You manufacturers out there, not that anybody will be watching me, but if you do, yeah, I would love to see a steel pivoting head razor. That's, you know, agile enough too. That's, you know, smaller head, agile enough. Not like yes, we have the original leaf razor, but that's a big old bulky thing. You know, I can't get tight into the sideburns or under the nose good and tight. It's just too big for face shaving, in my opinion. That's a head shaver's paradise or a woman's razor, but not for me, for getting under the nose and, you know, evening out the sides there. So just my thoughts. I'm gonna drain that down now. This sink, I noticed the plumber told me that my drain is a smaller diameter than normal, so that's why my sink should drain slower, but it's draining real good now. I guess if you fill the sink, it drains quick, all that extra pressure, I guess, because that was just quick. When I half filled it, it didn't empty so good. Or if I'm just running water, it tends to back up into a little bit like I'm doing right now. Wash my spoon. My spoon's in the sink. My good old cheap dollar store spoon. But that's what I scooped out this, because of course this will be a giveaway too. That's going in my collection for a giveaway. When I get enough of them and it feels like there's a box full-ish, then yeah, I'll have another giveaway for that. So let me pause, wash the face, and I'll be back. Okay guys, face is washed, and yeah, I didn't wash up my razor stuff yet or my soap dish, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I'm just going to run the cool water here now, so I can do 2 splashes of cool and put on the alum block. Yeah, I got a little spot right there. And a little spot right there. not an aggressive razor, just me jabber-jawing and not paying enough attention, really. So, hold 1 sec while I do 2 splashes. There, alrighty, 2 brisk splashes, yes. Wintertime, it is cool. Alrighty, the Shave Nation shave stick. And I just call out the brands just so you know what I'm using. And yeah, that's why I print it out so you know what. So if you're interested, if you say, hey, I kind of like that, you can go look too. I mean, there's so many suppliers and so much product difference. So if I can show you something new that you might have an interest in, great. Now, I do like the shape of this thing, and I like the ease of using it versus the little round one or the little piece of block of one that everybody seems to drop and break. So yeah, I mean, yes, this could tip over, and I've tipped it over, I think, once or twice, but if it's broken, it must be broken down and deeper. And right now, it's like up to here, so yeah, it's half gone, but stupid thing lasts forever. I mean, you'll get a year easy out of this. It's such an inexpensive thing to buy, really. And yes, I know the round ones, the Razor Rock ones, Italian Barber, go on sale, and you see them like $5-6 at most, type of thing, if not cheaper. I think I've seen them as cheap as $2.99 on sale, I think. So good thing to throw in if you place an order. But yeah, but that felt good. Let me just pat dry. I don't have a towel with me. There we go. Sorry, I used the towel off the rack. Now, to match for that on the sweet side soap, I'm using a little sweet aftershave. Was it D503? Yeah, D503 from Sterling. It just has a number, not like a name. And it's very, it's to me, it's complimentary. It's not a match or anything. It's not, but it's complimentary on the sweetness. So yeah, a generous splash. I get these little I love these 2-ounce samples that they do. Love them, love them. Get to try different things. So yeah, Sterling people, please keep making those 2-ounce sample sizes. Yeah, because those are great for trying things and for me to show people, so they can come to your store and buy stuff. And yeah, nobody sponsored me. These are when I mention the artisans. They're the artisans that I use, that I go buy stuff from. So there's no payment. There's no free. No, none of that. I'm a small channel. You know, I get nothing. So just yeah, what you're hearing from me is what I spend my own money on. So I hope that helps. At this point, yeah, there is no bias because there is no interest involved. Maybe someday when I'm bigger there might be, but now, yeah, there's not. So shave was good, like that. Really enjoyed this Gem G Bar. If you're thinking about a vintage razor, maybe you've tried the Gillette that everybody tries and just weren't overwhelmed with it. It's kind of cool to have the twist open and all that, but this Gem G Bar does a trick, and it's just different, something different in your den. I mean, this is just different than everything else. I just think they were ahead of the curve and really enjoy this razor. So with that, guys, hope you enjoyed. Go with God.